In this tutorial, we're going to get into working with halftone line design effects and then adding glitch effects on top of that. And in graphic design right now, these types of looks are trending. The halftone looks, the glitch looks. So many things are changing in the world of design, and we really want to be able to work with and being able to create these types of effects. And we can do them very easily in CorelDRAW if we know what tools to work with. And we really want to have these types of techniques in our design arsenals. If our competition is only able to work at a limited level with something like basic vector, but we're able to create designs like this very quickly and easily in CorelDRAW because we know what tools to use, then we're going to have a competitive advantage. Also, if we're designing for our own clothing or apparel line, we want to be able to create designs that have these modern looks and these retail looks. For example, here I've got just a basic skull. I've done a conversion of that, changed that to vector, and added some effects to it. Then I've gone down here. Now, for now, I've just got the text misglitched. You might have a brand name or something to do with a customer or a client or a sports team or whatever. But here you can see I've taken the gray and I've just put like a little bit more contrast in the gray on that, creating that look of that very soft print. Here we've got a green with a black and a cyan, and you can see the effect that that's creating even though it's only got a few colors. And here we've got a green on a blue with green. I'll go to my pick tool and I'll select this. Now, if I want to zoom right to what I have selected, I just hit Shift F2 on my keyboard. I'll zoom right into that. And you can see that what we have here is we have some green and blue, and that's playing off the color of the shirt, which is a orangish yellow. So we've got the green up here in the text, then we've got the shirt color, then we've got the blue, then we've got the green, then we've got the yellow of the shirt. And when we're designing, we really want to play off of the color that's in our garments. I'll zoom in over here and we'll take a look at this. Here we have the green and the cyan and the black playing off of each other, and when we zoom out we can see the effect that that has coming off of just this simple skull that we have. So let's take a look how we would create this. It's very simple. Right now this is an RGB image. I'll take this image and I'm just going to go to, actually, you know what, I'm going to move over here a little bit and just make this a little bit bigger. I'll duplicate this, right click one time, I'll duplicate it, make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to go and I'm going to bring the resolution up. So I'm going to go to bitmaps, resample, and I want to bring that up to 600 dpi just so it's smoother before I do my conversion. So it'll be a cleaner conversion. And select OK. Now it's a little big right now, but that's okay. Now we're going to go to bitmap, and we're going to go to mode, and we're going to go black and white. We're going to want to go to halftone. Now right now we've got 36 degrees at a 42 lines per inch. If we zoom in, you can see that that's really, too small. We want to bring that down to, let's say, 10. And now we can see how that's going to look. Now with this hand here, I just right click to zoom out, left click to zoom in. I can see I could go down further. We'll go to 8 and take a look at what's going on here. We're panning around, left click, hold down, pan. See what's going on with our teeth here. Got some nice lines going on there. The same within our eyes. For this effect throughout the entire design, I can change my line angle. I can change that to 28 and see if I like that angle better. And I'll left click, hold down, and pan over here. And actually I don't. I'm going to go with, let's say, 33. And I kind of like that right there. So I'm just going to select OK. And that'll process. And now if I zoom in, pushing in on my center mouse wheel, I can see that line effect and how that's working, and that looks good. So I'm going to take this now, even though it's this big, I'm going to go to bitmap, then I'm going to go to outline trace, I'm going to go to detailed logo, go ahead and reduce the bitmap. Then I'll start processing. I'm going to set this to remove color from entire image. Now when it first processes, the detail is not going to be very good, so we might lose some detail in the image because there's quite a bit of detail here. And it's going to take just a little while for that to process. You can see I lost some detail here. Well, the way to fix that is just come over here to detail and just pull that all the way up and let that process again. And then from there I'll select OK. Now I have my vector and I can zoom in and take a look at that, and I'm happy that there's plenty of space for my second color for the glitch effect. The first thing I'll do is I'll bring my gray comp over, left click, right click, hold down, and bring that over here. Left click on this and then double click it, and right click and drop that on top of the shirt, and then I'll just resize that. Now because I'm going to go off of the gray, what I want to do is go off a gray that's just a little bit darker than the actual gray of the shirt. So I come over here to the gray, and you can see how that looks like a nice look on there, even though it's really close to the gray of the shirt. And then I could just go over and grab my text. I'll just left click, select that, bring that back over here to the top, resize that a little bit, center that up, go back in here. Now here I'll go, click off, I'll click on, let's say, the gray color of the shirt here, which is a little bit lighter, something like that. Have that look knocked out. I might go with something where I have the yellow a little bit darker of a gray, and then come in once again with the other gray, and we can see how that looks. I might want to go even a little bit darker with that just so it stands out more, or I might want to go lighter with that, and we can see how that looks. And that just creates an awesome look very quickly and very easily in CorelDRAW for that design. I'll bring the skull here and make that just a little bit more over to here, and then center that up on my t-shirt mock-up. So we can see how that effect works with the color of the shirt. Next thing I'll do is I'll grab my green t-shirt mock-up, I'll bring that over, and then I'm just going to go ahead and select all of this, left click, right click one time to duplicate that on the green shirt, go in here, I'm going to change this to, I think I'll change that, what was I working with over here? We had cyan there. Okay, so I'll change that to a cyan color. I'll just come over here and change that to cyan. Now to create the glitch, I'll just left click, right click one time, hold down, move that a little bit, and then I'll change that to black. Now we can see the effect. Now we want to zoom in and move this black so that the cyan is showing up in the design. Now we can see that effect, and that's just really creating depth because of the shape of the skull and then the half-toning, but yet a really cool kind of glitched effect. And you can do more colors with these. I'll just left click on the misglitched. I like to do this a lot of times, just cut and paste to move my graphics here. But I'll go here to the bottom color and I'll change that to like the green of the shirt. Now that's not quite the green of the shirt, but we'll have that as the green of the shirt. Then I'll go to the second one, we'll make that cyan, and the last one we'll make black. And now we've got that effect built out. And we can see that look. And it's really nice to be able to go through and work with these comps and show our clients the different types of effects and the looks that we can give them with graphics, because your customers don't know anything about graphic design, textures, anything like that. That's your job to know that and to be able to show them what's possible, because it's very easy to upsell them when you're working with them like this. And I'll duplicate this here and I'll delete this again, and then I'll bring this other one over here, and this one we're going to go with the blue and the green. So I've got the black selected here. I'm going to hold down Alt. You can see that down here in the taskbar. Hold down Alt. That changes to cyan, and I'll just fill that with a green. And look at that effect. That just popped right off of there. Change this to like the golden yellow. Left click, hold down. Come down here, like the color of the shirt. Make this say black. And I want to get the cyan here. Make sure we get the cyan. Fill that with a black. And we could change this to, we'll go with the green there on that, and we can see that effect. So you can see how easy it is to set these designs and these looks up working in CorelDRAW, and we've been able to set these up very easily and very quickly in a matter of minutes with multiple different designs and a really nice effect on them, working with the halftone line effect and the glitched effect, which are both popular and trending in graphic design today. So, quick tutorial. Just wanted to walk you through how to set up something like that. Now, there's a lot of different things we can do, and I'll get into some of that in the future relating to what we can do with some of these effects. We can go far beyond what's in the black and white conversion with the line halftoning with different tools in Corel, but for now, we'll wrap here, and we'll see you in our next tutorial.